dear students. Welcome to the video lecture series on food and cosmetic analysis. In this third video, you are going to learn about physical methods of food preservations, which include irradiation and pasteurization. So we are going to learn these two important methods of preservation in this video. So irradiation is the process of application of specific radiations through food for preservation. Radiation of wavelength less than 200 nanometer such as ultraviolet light, X-rays, gamma rays, alpha particles, beta particles are called ionizing rays and are of important in food preservation. These radiation have sufficient energy to ionize molecule in their path. They destroy microorganisms in foodstuff without raising the temperature, and hence the irradiation process is also termed as cold sterilization. When ionizing radiation pass through foods, breaking of chemical bonds occur, resulting in the formation of ion pairs and free radicals. The reactions of these species with other molecules provide the mechanism of alteration of food constituents, enzymes, and microorganisms. Ionizing radiation destroy all types of microorganisms. Gamma rays are emitted by radioisotopes such as cobalt-60, cesium-137, while electrons and X-rays are generated by machines using electricity. So here is the irradiation processing. Radiation processing of food is carried out inside an irradiation chamber shielded by 1.5 to 1.8 meter thick concrete walls. Food either packed or in bulk placed in suitable container is set into the radiation chamber with the help of an automatic conveyor. For treating food, the source is brought to the irradiation position above the water level after activation of all safety devices. The goods in aluminum carrier or boxes are mechanically positioned around the source rack and are turned around their own axis so that content are irradiated on both the sides. When the facility is not in use, the radiation source is stored under 6-meter deep water, which prevent radiation from reaching the work area and operator room. What are the advantages of irradiation in food processing? First advantage is irradiation is a cold process and can be used to sterilize foods without causing changes in freshness and texture of food. Irradiation is most effective and does not leave any harmful toxic residue in food. In irradiation process, food itself never comes in contact with the radioactive material and food do not induce any radioactivity in the food. Irradiation produces very little chemical changes in food. In comparison to other food processing and preservation methods, the nutritional value is less affected by irradiation. Irradiation has very little effect on the main nutrients such as proteins, carbohydrates, fats and minerals. So here the next physical process of preservation is a pasteurization. So pasteurization is the heat treatment process that destroys pathogenic microorganisms in certain foods and beverages. It is named after the French scientist Louis Pasteur, who in 1860s demonstrated that abnormal fermentation of wine and beer could be prevented by heating beverages to about 57 degrees centigrade for a few minutes. The shelf life of pasteurized food depend upon the temperature of storage and the number and types of microorganisms survived pasteurization process. The time and temperature can be determined for destroying the Mycobacterium tuberculosis and other more heat resistant bacteria and other disease causing microorganisms found in milk. So here are the objectives of pasteurization. The first objective of pasteurization is to kill all the pathogens that may enter the milk, to improve the shelf life of the milk, to accomplish food preservation without affecting the flavor, appearance, nutritional properties or creaming of milk. Here are the factors affecting on efficiency of milk pasteurization. So there are some factors which affect on the milk pasteurization. So the factors are the temperature of pasteurization, the holding time and the total number of bacteria. So these three factors are important in the efficiency of milk pasteurization process. So here are the types of pasteurization process. First is a vat pasteurization, which is also known as low temperature high time LTHT. The first widely used pasteurization process for milk involved heating the milk in a large tank or vat to 62.8 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. This was not a continuous process. Means what? Here we cannot continuously supply the milk and continuously heat it. It is a heat at one time in a tank. So that's why this vat pasteurization process is not a continuous process. The second type is a high temperature short time pasteurization. It is also known as HTST pasteurization. In this process, milk is heated at a temperature of at least 72 degrees centigrade for at least 15 seconds. It is continuous operation which reduce number of microorganisms in milk by at least 90 to 99%. The HTST system is the most widely used commercial pasteurization process today. The third type is a ultra high temperature pasteurization, which is known as a UHT pasteurization. Ultra high temperature pasteurization involves heating milk or cream to 138 degrees centigrade to 150 degrees centigrade for 1 or 2 seconds. Packed in sterile hermetically sealed containers, UHT milk may be stored without refrigeration for months. Ultra pasteurized milk and creams are heated to at least 138 degrees centigrade for at least 2 seconds, but because of less strengthened packaging, they must be refrigerated. Shelf life is extended to 60 to 90 days. So the milk which is undergone the process of ultra high temperature pasteurization can be preserved up to 60 to 90 days. So in this video, you have learned about physical methods of food preservation. So these physical methods includes irradiation method and pasteurization method. So please learn next topic of this unit in my next video. So till then, thank you for watching this video and I wish you a happy e-learning.